Hello everyone, I'm Vienna Huang from Iowa Vocational Rehabilitation Services. We call ourselves VR, IVRS, or Voc Rehab. I'd like to welcome everyone to today's webinar called Community Employment, Let's Talk About Work Again. This webinar is being brought to you by the Iowa Coalition for Integration and Employment. IVRS is paying ICIE to provide this information. It's all about career counseling, information, and referral services. Please listen and enjoy as I turn it over to Amy and Jess.
Thanks, Vienna. Hello, everyone. You can see there's Vienna, there's Jess, and this is Amy.
We're excited that you're joining us for our second session of Community Employment Let's Talk Work Again. If you are joining us, that means that you have already watched or participated in our first session. Today, our second session, we want to build on some of the ideas and suggestions that we shared in the first session and give you some additional thoughts that hopefully will help you with your search for a job in the community. If you remember, we talked about in our first session why we were having this conversation with you. Well, we wanted to just recap on a few of those talking points. First, we know that everybody listening has a job and that job is giving you good work experience. Depending on your job, you can make different wages. In Iowa, in 2017, the minimum wage for work is $7.25 per hour. There is a new law that requires that anyone who makes less than minimum wage have the opportunity to get information and resources that provides them with different work options, including jobs in the community that pay at least minimum wage. Today we want to talk with you about how you can get the job that's best for you in the community.
So let's think about work like a map. There you are in your current job, and as Amy said, getting good work experience, and this is a great first step on your journey. We want to help lay out today some other steps you might take to fill in your map along your path to a job in the community. Maybe you're not sure where to start. One easy place to start is by telling or talking with someone who supports you in your current job, or maybe at home, or your case manager. Tell them that you want a job in the community. You can say things like, I want to talk about work, or I want to learn more about work, or I'd like to get a job in the community. There is no wrong way to say it. You don't even have to know exactly what job you want. Another important step on your path is your family and guardian and your employment staff getting to know more about you. By getting to know you better and about the things you do best, everyone can learn what is going to be the best match for you for a job in the community.
There are lots of different ways for you to learn more about work and for your employment staff to learn more about you. One way is called discovery. It's called discovery because it focuses on learning about you by using lots of different experiences and activities. Not everyone may need discovery, but it can be helpful depending on a person's needs. A really important part of discovery is not just talking with you, but also talking with other people, important people in your life. This can be your friends, your family, your neighbors, and others. These people know who you are in a variety of ways, beyond just work. Think of it like a pizza party.
Besides talking with you and those that know you, discovery is about doing things with you. Doing things with you in your home and in the community. It's important to get to know you outside of work. Discovery is also about trying new things. Exploring new things can be scary, but also exciting, just like water skiing with sharks. But you can learn new things about yourself and maybe even discover some new work interests. All of these things meaning talking with you and those you know, doing familiar things and new things with you, helps staff get to know more about you. So for example, what do you enjoy doing outside of work? How do you spend your time? Maybe it's with a friend. Maybe you are involved in your church or different groups with your church. Or maybe you really enjoy spending time fishing. They also want to find out about what makes you happy. Maybe that's spending time with your niece or your nephew. Maybe that's tending to your chickens. Maybe spending time with a coworker really makes you happy, or that hot cup of coffee in the morning, or really any time of day. We also want to find out about what do you not like doing. An example might be, maybe you're not so keen on getting up early in the morning. I know I'm not.
Me either.
Right? Or maybe a lot of noise or a noisy environment with a lot of stimulus going on is difficult for you or overwhelming for you. Those will be important things for your team to find out about and learn about. Also, what are the things that you're responsible for at home, like chores? Do you do the grocery shopping or help with the grocery shopping, for example? Or maybe you pay the bills on the computer. What is your favorite thing to do at home? Is it crafting or is it something else? All of this can help lead you further down your path to a job in the community. Again, remember, you don't have to know what job you want, just start exploring.
In addition to discovery, something else that is important to do on your path is career exploration. Career exploration means looking for opportunities to get connected, build relationships, and try new things so that you have more information and experience to determine your work interests, what it is you want, what works and what doesn't, so you can come up with a plan for what you would like to do for work. You, with the support of your team, can participate in a variety of exploration activities, depending on what you want or need to learn. Oftentimes, what a person is interested in is strongly influenced by what a person has experienced in life. Some of us have limited life or work experiences for a lot of different reasons. So maybe we don't have enough information, or maybe we have some wrong ideas about different tasks or different kinds of work or jobs.
So let's talk about some of the things that you can do in career exploration. There's something called job shadowing, and this is where you get to watch someone do their job. So you get a first-hand look at what they do, what skills the person is using, and you can get a feeling for what that workplace is like. You can even talk with the person about their job and your common interests. Workplace visits or tours is where you get an inside look at what a business does, how they do it, and then the different types of jobs the people that work there do. You can do a workplace visit or tour with a group of people, or you might just go with your employment staff or someone else you know who knows that business. Career fairs or events, career days or job exploration events is another opportunity where you can get information about different careers or jobs. At these types of events, you get to meet people from different businesses so they can talk to you about what they do, and then you can talk to them about what you do and what you would like to do for work. Maybe it's taking a class, and maybe that's at your local workforce center. There are lots of different classes you can take to move you along your path to employment. For example, it might be a computer class, or a welding class, or maybe a first aid class. It can be something that you enjoy, and again, it's a great way to meet and connect with others and help you along your employment path. Community research and exploration is where you'll just learn about the different needs of your community and what work opportunities are out there that might be a good match for you. For some, doing volunteer work may be helpful in exploring different jobs. Volunteering is a good way to practice your skills and to get connected to a career or job you are interested in. Work experience, or sometimes called short-term paid work experience, or trial work, or work readiness, is where you get to try out a job in the community, maybe for a few hours and up to a few days, so you and the business can see if it's a good match for both of you. Now, these are just a few of the things you can do in career exploration, and as you can see, it's a great way to learn about what's out there for work and what you might like and what might be a good match for you.
There's a lot to think about when it comes to work. Maybe you have questions, maybe worries, maybe you're just not sure. Well, the great thing about discovery and career exploration is that they're a really safe way to try things out and experiment. You're not locked into them. It'll help you with working through your questions and hopefully your worries. Let me give you some examples of what I'm talking about. Maybe your family or guardian has questions or things they're worried about related to you working in the community. Discovery and career exploration allow for your employment staff to meet with your family and guardians and yourself and others to address the questions that you have and to talk with them about any concerns. We want everyone to participate in the employment planning process together. Maybe you're worried that if you get a new job in the community where you make more money, that it might impact your benefits. In discovery and career exploration, your team can connect you with a benefits planner who can help you with understanding how work and more money might impact your benefits. Maybe you don't know what you want to do, or you're wondering who will hire you. Remember, though, that through job shadows and work experiences, you learn about the job and the workplace from people who work there to see if it's a good match for you. Job coaching is something that you might not understand that you can still access once you get a job in the community. Maybe you're worried about how will you learn new skills or tasks, who will be there to help support you. It might just be at the start of your job, or maybe it's for a little while you're on the job. But job coaching is available, and career exploration and discovery will help you figure out what your needs are and help get those in place. Sometimes people are worried about transportation. Getting a ride to work can be hard or worrisome, but don't let this get in your way. Your employment staff can help you figure out what are your transportation options. There's an array of options out there, and they can help you make arrangements to get to and from work in the community.
So who can help? Well, remember, again, your family, your friends, and your neighbors are great supports and resources to learn more about work and they can learn more about you and help make good matches. Your case manager or your care coordinator is another great resource. They can be a good listener. You can tell that you want to talk about work, and they can connect you with lots of different resources and people whose expertise is helping people get to work. Some of those experts are people like Iowa Vocational Rehabilitation Services, Iowa Department for the Blind, and your employment service provider. Again, your provider is there to get to know you even better, because oftentimes you may have worked with your provider or your staff for a long time, but they can help get to know you better and help make those matches and offer you support in your new job. Don't forget about the Iowa Independent Living Centers and Iowa Workforce Development. They have great teams with a lot of resources and information that also help people get to work and live independently.
So what comes next? Well, like session 1, What comes next with this is you start with a conversation with your employment service provider. Hopefully, you'll have more information and more questions from some of the things that we've discussed today with you. We encourage you to ask questions and to identify where you might want more information. We also want to encourage you to explore and try new things. Discovery and career exploration provides an array of opportunities for you to explore and do new things. Please don't let fear get in your way. There are so many good opportunities out there for you, and you don't want fear to stop you. Use the resources and information that we shared with you today to help address those fears and just the logistics of how you're going to work things out for your job in the community. We want you to talk about what it is you want in a job. Maybe it's sharing what you don't want in a job. Please consider your options, and we want you to decide what's best for you.
This is Vienna again. As you heard, IVRS is all about work. You can see on the map the 13 different offices that are here in Iowa. These are the offices that help people work in their community. Here is the link that shows what office is nearest you. The referral process to connect with VR is easy for anyone who wants to work. So please let your provider or case manager know if you are interested in exploring IVRS. Here's our contact information for Amy, Jess, and myself. I want to thank those of you who participated today. I hope you listened and learned a lot. To the partners, please know that you need to send your sign-in sheet to Jessica Creho at ICIE. Thanks again to those of you who listened today, our partners, and ICIE.
We wanted to give you some resources for some success stories in video format, as we heard after the first session that people really liked those videos and watching those videos. But we maybe had some streaming issues with that. It didn't come through so clear. So we wanted to give you some resources where you can go watch videos after you're done with this, or maybe later on when you have more time, or even at home. Whatever works best for you. And we